the last confession I want to make is that of bringing in a bit of command and control. You know, we talk in architecture, and particularly in enterprise architecture, a lot about being a benevolent dictator. And I confess that I often fall more on the dictator side than the benevolent side. I have a bit of a command and control personality. And sometimes I tell people what to do. When you have an organization with a strong culture, ThoughtWorks is an example, but there are many others. You have the opportunity to vet people, to handpick people, and ensure that that culture is strong, everybody understands it, and that people will make decisions that are consistent with that culture. You can trust. But when you're working in a very large organization, particularly one that's grown by acquisition, or where you're trying to bring in some kind of cultural change, it's not so easy. There are factions, there are different groups, and it's very difficult to have a consistent culture that spans the whole organization and trust those decisions. So sometimes, unfortunately, you just have to tell people what to do. But the key is to balance that out, right? The key is to balance the self-determination and autonomy with telling people what to do. A friend of mine in Australia has a great metaphor, and that is this. Everybody has this sort of personal self-determination account balance. And whenever you allow somebody to make a decision for themselves, you're making a deposit into that account. And whenever you tell someone exactly what to do, you make a withdrawal. So the key is to keep making deposits, keep allowing people to make decisions with the right principles in the right direction. And then when you do need to tell them what to do, exactly what to do, you've got enough of an account balance you can draw down on. And the problem is, of course, when that account balance runs too low and you tell somebody what to do, it's bankrupt and people walk out the door, and you lose a lot of organizational investment and organizational knowledge and so on. So you want to try and avoid that happening.